Hi guys, Chamion here from Food by Chamion. I hope all is well. I am going to do a very simple tin crust, very simple tin crust pizza for you all. I know school is on vacation in various parts of the earth, and things like these they come in handy for the kids. Okay, so some of these demos will be geared towards the kids in mind. School is out, this is, a lot of times kids prefer pizza over any other thing to eat. And so I'm going to just do this real quick for you all. For this thin crust pizza, you will need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Of course, you will need extra for dusting. I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Sometimes I use double acting. I'm using regular baking powder today, okay? You will need half teaspoon of salt. I am using coarse sea salt and enough water. So soybean oil, of course you can, okay? I just prefer to use the healthier cooking oils. I happen to love the grapeseed and the avocado a lot. Extra virgin olive oil also. Okay, so let me get straight into things. It's going to be very quick because guess what, I have the final product already, so it's going to be like lightning. Some persons will use, instead of sugar in their dough, because they want it just a little bit sweet, they will use things like corn syrup. This is what it looks like, the corn syrup. There is light and regular in the corn syrup, or they will even use honey or agave. Agave is a low glycemic sweetener. It's for diabetics. You don't even know that it's for diabetics. It's really good. I use it at various times, and it's really really good. Okay, so let me get in my baking powder. You just want a little bit of sweet coming through, like I said, nothing much. So there's my 1 teaspoon. I'm going to be using exactly that. Try not to average when it comes to a lot of stuff in your kitchen, okay? Exactly 1. In goes that. The sugar. I'm using brown sugar. We don't get packed light brown sugar in Trinidad and Tobago, okay? A lot of times we don't. So I'm going to get in my sugar now also. It's really dry, our texture of brown sugar. You will get it, but at the gourmet stores. A lot of person always have so much questions for me. I'm going to get in my salt now. So let me just get in my salt in there. Remember, I'm using coarse sea salt. I use a lot of different salt. Pink Himalayan, extra fine sun-baked sea salt. Listen, the list goes on. Kosher at times, iodized. It just depends on my mood, but I don't like salt. Keep it really light with your salt because the cheddar, it's fairly salty, okay? So keep things really light with your salt. With the coarse salt, less is more. You don't want to put plenty when you are using coarse salt. Okay? So let me get this oil and water in the dough. Let me just incorporate all my dry ingredients. If you have those artisan stand mixers, use it for your dough. Okay? I don't fuss. I prefer to use a spatula to do a lot of my doughs. Okay? So I'm going to get in the water first. I'll put the oil after. Remember, it's how much tablespoons of oil I called out at the start, okay? So I'm going to get in that oil now. I am using, like I said, extra virgin olive oil. It came in the most gorgeous pan there is. I have the pan on set. Usually I will only buy the smaller bottles of oil, but this brand is really premium and I fell in love with it, so I have it. Yeah, so back to the dough. Just want, like I said, enough water to form a smooth dough, because a lot of times, it have persons that they might say, I use less, and there's always something when you are using liquids to form doughs. Okay, we just get a little bit more water in there. about, yeah, because you want one dough, one ball, clean ball like that. No yeast, so it requires no resting time, which is good. You know, in school, when you have to make meal for kids, they don't have a lot of patience. They want their meals now. So this is good for that, okay? If you are a working parent, you can do this the night before and, you know, bake it and refrigerate it for them. So probably whoever is taking care of them throughout the day, they already have their pizza that they can eat, okay? So like I said, I have one already prepared, but I'm still going to use this one to show you guys. I'm going to get some olive oil onto my my pizza pan. I have this pan probably about 17 years now, believe it or not. So it's showing the wear and tear of me using it. Okay? And I make pizza a lot at various times for my kids. If you didn't know, I have 3 kids, including 2 teenagers and a toddler. I use for crunch. I use a lot of persons too, not just me. Cornmeal for a better crunch when you are doing pizza. Use some cornmeal to coat your whatever you are baking it in, okay? You just add some crunch. The coarser the corn flour, cornmeal, the better. So get it directly onto your pizza sheet. Not too much, but you know, so that you'll have some texture at the bottom of that dough. Internationally, in a lot of nations of the earth, when they do pizza doughs, they don't use rolling pin. They pull that dough until it stretches out to the length and width of whichever dish or so they are using for that pizza, okay? I needed to say all of that. If it rips, maybe I'll be able to show you all exactly what I'm speaking about. If it tears, just simply pinch it to get it back whole again, okay? So that's that dough there. You just want to, you know, use your hands. Remember, I just said they don't use this method of any rolling pin. When there are a lot of cooks and chefs, they don't use any rolling pin to roll out their pizza doughs. You want to keep doing this until the entire, you know, pan is covered with your dough. It's a bit tedious, but you know, it's worth it, because when you are using rolling pin method for pizzas, you run into the issue of it being wider than your pan a lot of times. When you are doing it this way, you are safe, because from the moment you reach the parameters of your dish, you can stop. Okay, I know you all understood what I said. So it's a bit tedious. They have the gadgets selling that can do this for you. But you want to start from the center, come out. If it gets a tear in it, like you have seen here, it's almost tearing, you just simply close it back up with your hands like that. Don't fuss thinking you have to start over and whatever, no. So just keep doing this until it's fully covered. Remember, it is a thin crust pizza, so we are expecting cracker size width and inches. If you have teenage kids, it's gonna be good to get them to do this for you. Because of course, if you are doing a pizza that contains other ingredients, you have a lot of prepping to do, but you should do ahead of time. So just keep going until it's done, okay? Any holes, close it up like I said. You can use the back of your hands, your fingers. You can use how I'm doing it here, palm of hands. It doesn't matter. Some persons will not use any red sauces on their pizzas for a number of reasons. It's too acidic. They want a change. A number of factors. Okay, I will be using some high quality tomato ketchup mixed with some sauce. Okay, so you want to do things like that. Some persons, they might just simply use it by itself, the tomato paste. But it's really acidic and a lot of the kids don't like it. They know when you use it. I have to keep 2 different types of tomato ketchup on hand because my kids don't like the acidic one, which is the higher of the qualities in the tomato ketchup. You can't put that on anything for them. The acidic high quality one, they don't like it. They tell you plain out they don't like it. They like that sweeter version of tomato ketchup, right? Don't worry about how your dough looks. It's not important because it's going to be covered, of course. Once it's thin, that's what's important. You'll see how long I'm here. So when you all see a demo behind the scenes and I'm able to edit, remove all that watching, you all just watching me do certain things. Like for instance, this part of things, if it was a regular demo and not live stream, you all would not have know how long it took me to cover the entire pan. So that's why I always call for persons to respect persons when they do demos and such, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Editing makes it, when I say edit, you know, a lot of times the demos I do it frame by frame and I edit it and it flows together in one go for you all, but it's edited. So you all don't see, okay, if I'm rolling out a dough, you all won't know how much minutes I spent rolling out a dough. It would just appear like I was doing it for a couple seconds. You know, so be mindful of things like that. It's hard work. I won't tell you all different because I'll be lying. It's a lot of hard work. So you all got the gist of it, right? I still don't just want to get it done and then don't want to hurry the process, because even though I have the final product, I don't want to just hurry the process because persons learn from me, okay? I had one mommy leave me a beautiful comment on my first pizza demo. Kids love the pizza a lot. They don't even need to dress it. That was the no rice regular pizza. Her kids actually said they didn't need any dressing and they had it. So I know persons watch and they learn and they go do what I do. So that's why I don't cut corners. I really teach. Listen, you all have no idea. There are times I have no voice left, and it's the honest truth. Sometimes right before I record a demo, I have no voice because I use my voice just as much as I use my hands. Right before I come to record for you all, I have absolutely no voice. So that's about where I want to leave it. I'm going to cover it now. I'm just going to run the food processor. I have a bit of for those 2 cups of flour, it's going to be too much for a thin crust pizza, right? So just remove, not half. You want to keep 3/4 of the dough for a pan the size I am using. Yeah, it have tiny holes in it, and that's what I'm saying. So, okay, look at the tiny holes here, for instance. This glove is miserable. It isn't the brand that I usually use, okay? So here, for instance, we have some tiny holes. Look carefully. You just do this and you close it up. You understand that? So that's exactly what I was saying, and I was hoping for demonstration purposes that I would have had the holes to show you guys. So everywhere you see a hole, you just simply pull back that dough. Anywhere a hole might be appearing, you pull back the dough. All right, let me put a deliberate hole in it here in the center. There, you pull back the dough. You close it back. You saw that, right? That's what the Italians do. You all know they are known for their pizzas, right? They don't use rolling pins. So anywhere hole might be appearing, you pull the dough and you close it. Pull the dough and close it. You can't fuss with things like that. They make internationally, they make and serve the most rustic pizzas there is. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. So I am always happy when I'm speaking for you all to see. Some persons are visual learners versus me saying, okay, if there's a hole, close it. I prefer to demonstrate, and that's why when I live stream, I'm happy a lot of times when things happen, okay? Because I can show you guys versus just trying to explain. Because somebody mightn't grasp the explanation, but they can understand when I show. So don't use rolling pin. I said why before. Just simply close up. Take something, for instance, with this edges that's, you know, uneven and like a pizza wheel, and just trim out. You understand that? So you have a pizza wheel, just trim out the edges. That's coming over your pan. I have this blue knife. So just simply remove them. Okay? So just do like that to get it clean. Very clean and nice. So you keep doing it until it's cleaned up, okay? All right, so I know you all got the gist of what I was saying. On to getting all my sauce on there and topping with my cheese. Let me just run the bit of cheese first. Just a sec, sometimes these things are a bit miserable, okay? Food processor decide this one to behave badly. Okay. Right. Yeah, so there went that bit of cheese. I'm going to get the sauce on now. If you're wondering the white sauce, what it consists of, what it contains, it's just simply cheese, you know, and that's about it. Cheese and some milk. Instead of this red sauce, a lot of persons will use a white sauce, okay? You have to prick your pizza with a fork. It doesn't matter if the sauce went on already, it's a fork, so it can't go through. So you could create somewhat of like vents. Things like that, don't fuss about it and say, well, you missed that opportunity. You can still get it done. I'm using a spoon. Some persons will use a brush to distribute their pizza sauce, marinara sauce, and so forth and so forth. It doesn't matter to me. The thing is getting it on there. Just take a fork and you go all over with your fork, and you just keep doing this all over. I have a thing against using cheddar for pizza. It releases so much oil that you are barely able to enjoy the dough. But I am using English rennet-free cheddar, white cheddar nonetheless. Use mozzarella if you can. Okay? Just want to make sure you have enough. There's a tool that they sell to do this also, okay? Hi, blessings to you too, Kendra. Thank you so much. Right, so on goes my... I know my fellow Trinidadians, they like their food seasoned, so instead of just leaving it bland, we're going to put some pizza seasoning or Italian seasoning in there, okay? Don't go crazy with your cheese. You can use a blend of 2 cheese or so forth and so forth. Just don't go crazy with it. I showed you all every step, which was clean up your edges with something sharp, you know, because you want pretty presentation. You all know how I feel about food being, you know, making it look pretty, because persons eat with their eyes first and so forth, okay? Yeah? Yeah. The kids gonna love you all for this. And if you have any little gathering and you have kids over, just simply make a lot of pizzas. You can make mini pizzas and so forth, okay? I don't want you all fussing with a lot of stuff, you know. My thing is, once you all get the gist of how to do it properly and it looks good to the eyes, it's appealing, yeah, that's my thing. So much fancy gadgets I have, I hardly use them because I don't want you all getting into expense to follow any of my demos. Use what you have. You don't even need a rolling pin to make this pizza, believe it or not. The rolling pin I have, it's very old. I have it years now. All my stuff is not new stuff. They are stuff that I got like decades ago, 2 decades ago, and so forth. I just take care of my stuff so it looks good. Okay, so this is the blend of seasoning that I want to put at the top of it. It have rosemary and a lot of different things in there. Because like I say, Trini love seasoned foods. It might be a little too bland too if it's just cheese alone. Remember, if you're using cheddar, expect this thing to release a lot of oil during cooking, okay? It's just ridiculous. That's why I don't like cheddar. Whenever you're cooking with cheddar, you don't even need to put butter. Yes, use what you have. Don't get into any expense, Kendra, exactly. It's not necessary, okay? So, baking time, 350 until it's done. It's thin crust. It's not going to take very long, so you want to pay attention to things like that, okay? Of course, if you want other topping, sausages, olives, black olives, calamata, whatever you want, capers, go right ahead. If you want spinach, put it on there and so forth, okay? Chicken, it must be cooked first and cut into bite-sized pieces, okay? If you want pepperoni, pineapple, you all know, just go crazy with your toppings. So that's what we have for the cheese pizza. I'm going to show you guys the final product now. I was that quick, that's what I was telling you all. And that's the final product of that cheese, thin crust cheese pizza. If you look at it, you see how thin it is. With the use of the cheddar, because it releases so much oil, don't expect it to be extremely crunchy. It won't, because we have too much of oil in those cheeses. Okay, so that is what we have. Really good, because we love you for it. Some adults that love pizza too, they will love you for it, because a lot of times at certain of our pizza places in Trinidad and Tobago, you don't really get thin crust. It has certain restaurants, more the international franchise, that say have thin crust. At our regular one, we only have one. Yes, Kendra. At our regular pizzerias, we only have like one dough. There isn't options to choose. If you are somewhat health conscious, thank you so much, Mina Trinidad. If you are somewhat health conscious, just simply get some bran, wheat bran, and get into your white flour. There's also cauliflower based pizza doughs now. I'll do that pretty soon for you all, where you use the entire cauliflower versus flour. You all understood that. Use whichever flour to suit your needs, gluten free, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Right? But you all saw what we have. So you all know I wasn't making some crazy thing just now. It just looked that way. Because of course we are accustomed to using our rolling pins and so forth and so forth. Even if you live internationally and you have Trini roots, it might look somewhat crazy, the fact that I wasn't using a rolling pin. It might have been inconceivable for some persons, okay? But here it is. Exact same method like what I did on set was used to accomplish this pizza. This is the final product that I'm showing here, okay? Oh, that's good. Perfect. I love when YouTubers, when we support each other. Okay, I have a lot of supporters from international YouTubers also, and my local, my fellow Trinidadians. I appreciate all the support. I love you guys. Without you guys, I'll just be this lady that loves to cook and teach. I don't know what else will happen. Thank you for all your sharing, commenting, everything else. I see it when I do the data, the channel of data, and I appreciate and love you all. Everybody in every nation of the earth, Jamaica, Barbados, Grenada, wherever you might be. United States of America, Canada, wherever you are, Guyana, I love you all, okay? Oh, that's great. I'm happy to hear. So wherever you are, I had Haiti comment once. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And, you know, just keep listening for when I make mention of certain things that I want to do, okay? So, guys, a pleasure. It was my own. It really was my own. Thank you all for watching. Food by Chamion. We are all over social media with the exception of Twitter. We are on Tumblr. I do blog on there. I blog on there a lot. We are on YouTube, of course. I am live streaming here on my channel on YouTube. We have a public Facebook business page. Food by Chamion is the name of that account. We have a public Instagram account. Food by Chamion is the name of that account. I have an email address, foodbychamion@gmail.com. Use all common letters. I have a phone number if you want to speak with me, regardless of which nation of the earth you live in. It's on the business page. I don't call it on here on purpose. On the business page on Facebook. I couldn't see your comment. It went by like lightning. So get the phone number on there. Where are we again? Pinterest, an account on Pinterest, a business account on Pinterest. Just go on there, you will find me on there. A website, www.foodbychamion.com. I'm trying to get my developer, he lives in the next nation, to redesign the entire website. For those of you that don't know, I have a first location, a Bristol or a cafe located on number 93 Charlotte Street. That's closer to Park Street side of things, where you can come and, you know, get my food and so forth and so forth and so forth. Okay, I just don't speak about the place a lot. I have a second location also, where I physically sell stuff and so forth, and you can meet me. You need to go onto my Facebook business page to get more information on that second location. Okay, guys, a pleasure. It was my own. Thank you all for interacting with me. I love you all, like I said before, and I'll be with you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.